Hey, my Young and the Restless fans. Happy Taco Tuesday again. And yeah, we got another episode to talk about. First, we got Phyllis meddling again in her kids' lives. Billy does an about face. And Tucker tells Audra why he returned from his honeymoon by himself. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for September 12th. And without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So let's start out over at Society, where Phyllis, with her signature style, meets Summer at Society and is excited to see her daughter and can't help but gush about how great Summer looks after her trip. Summer, who is of course recently back from Milan, shares how her trip was amazing and how she found inspiration while buying fabric. Now, Phyllis is delighted to hear about Summer's newfound creativity and hints at a potential reunion with her ex, Kyle. Now, they're having lunch. Summer opens up about moving on from her past with Kyle. She confesses that Italy helped her heal and move forward. Phyllis, though worried about her daughter's happiness, attempts to intervene, but Summer cautions her about repeating past mistakes. Now, Summer reminds Phyllis how her own obsessions negatively affected her life, emphasizing the importance of just letting go. Phyllis, however, determined to be a good mother or a better mom, promises not to interfere with Summer's love life anymore. Now, the conversation shifts to the topic of Kyle again, with Phyllis advocating for their reunion, but Summer asserts her independence and desire to move forward and move on. Summer urges her mom, look, just focus on your own life and happiness, not hers, and Phyllis vows to do just that. Phyllis offers Summer a ride home, but Summer declines as Phyllis has a meeting with her lawyer. So now we head over to Crimson Lights, where we see Daniel and Heather having a conversation where they discuss Lucy, expressing their relief that she's doing well. Now, Heather hints at some issues in her relationship with Christopher in Portugal, causing Daniel to worry about her. They reminisce about their own shared history and the importance of family, especially for Lucy. Now, Heather now considers staying in Genoa City, and Heather admits that Phyllis got her thinking about staying in town rather than going back to Lisbon. Now, of course, this revelation surprises Daniel, and he begins to wonder if Phyllis intends to play matchmaker between the two of them. So, guess who's back? Tucker's back, alone from his honeymoon. Audra discovers him over at the GCAC lounge alone in a whole somber mood, and she inquires about Ashley's whereabouts. Tucker is clearly upset, initially avoids discussing the issue, but eventually reveals that he had a significant argument with Ashley during the honeymoon. Now, Audra gently kind of probes for more details, but Tucker admits that it may have been more than just an argument, and how she can't stray away from her family. So now we're over at Jabot, where we see this whole romantic encounter with Jack and Diane as they discuss their upcoming wedding party. Now, they're clearly excited about their future together. Jack and Diane share an intimate moment, and Jack expresses his eagerness for the upcoming wedding reception, which he believes is going to be dazzling. So then we have Billy contemplating his actions in Chancellor Park, realizing that he needs to apologize to Diane and Jack for being unsupportive. Now, he arrives over at Jabot and sincerely apologized to Diane and Jack for his behavior, explaining that he was just trying to protect the company. Billy confesses that he started to believe Ashley's criticisms, but is determined not to let that happen again. So now, as Billy, Diane, and Jack arrive over at the club to celebrate their reconciliation, Tucker shoots them a hostile look. Now, when Jack asks about Ashley's whereabouts, Tucker responds curtly, telling them to ask her themselves before he abruptly leaves. Billy is left bewildered, and Audra, who overheard the exchange, decides not to get involved and leave the scene. Now, the three of them, Jack, Diane, and Billy, speculate about Tucker's mysterious behavior and the potential dangers of his actions. intentions. Diane suggests keeping an eye on Tucker, and Jack expresses relief at having Billy back on their side. They decide to celebrate the reconciliation over at the club, but Jack looks concerned about this whole situation. So now we're over at Crimson Lights, where Summer runs into Daniel and Heather and expresses her happiness at seeing Heather before her departure. Heather leaves, and Daniel and Summer discuss their mom's attempt to salvage her marriage. Daniel believes it's the least Phyllis could do, but Summer is convinced it's too late to fix things. Now, of course, recognizing that their mom is trying to interfere in their lives, Summer and Daniel agree to put a stop to Phyllis' matchmaking efforts. They both express their desires to maintain a friendly co-parenting relationship and not let their mom, Meddling, complicate matters between the two of them. So now Abby encounters Diane in the park and expresses gratitude for saving her mom's life with the whole choking incident at society. Diane downplays her heroism but discusses the improving relationship between Jack and Ashley. Abby believes that her mom's honeymoon in Paris with Tucker signifies her letting go of past resentments, but Diane reveals the truth that Tucker is back alone and Ashley is still in Paris. Now, of course, concerned, Abby leaves her mom a voicemail to find out what the heck is going on. Speaking of Tucker, he has a little bit of inner turmoil. He's alone in his suite at the GCAC. Tucker reflects on Ashley telling him about her tumultuous history with Jack during their honeymoon. He drinks to cope with his emotions and remember Ashley's reluctance to leave the past behind. Tucker worries if Ashley's thoughts about Jack will continue to haunt their relationship. He remembers the good times and the bad times, whatever had went down in Paris. And finally, we're over at Society, where Tucker comes in, encounters Heather, who is contemplating staying in Genoa City. Now, Heather is taken aback when Tucker hints that he might be in need of a good lawyer. I was kind of taken back as well. And of course, this leaves her curious about his intentions, especially considering everything that's going on, her connection to Daniel, and of course, Phyllis is meddling as well. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. Stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.